Do you have this strong intuitive feeling that you are just destined to build a business and a life that stands out amongst the rest, but you just don't know how to get there? I feel you, I've been there, and I can see that you are another fellow flamingo just waiting to take flight. My name is Megan Shallows, social media guru and founder of BNL Media Consulting, and this is exactly what I have done through building my own beautiful empire that has become a unicorn in the social media management world, as well as a safe space for entrepreneurs to feel empowered with their digital marketing. All of this was founded on the basis of 3 magical words: breathe, nourish, and love. Are you ready to learn how to be that entrepreneur who shows up online and offline with confidence, has a business that makes an impact in this world, and lives a life full of connection, love, prosperity, and joy? If the answer is yes, then let's go. Good morning. I'm filming this morning, recording, not filming quite yet. My team has encouraged me to film while I do podcast episodes, but I'm just not sure if I'm ready for that because I am very comfortable right now with no makeup, hair back, and just ready to chat and not wanting to worry about what my face looks like when I talk into a microphone, because I know that I make a lot of faces for you guys that you can't see. And so that's just my reflection as I'm here this morning. And it's a nice summer day. It's hot. I don't have AC. I'm not sure if you're listening and you have AC, but if you do, I hope that you're having such an amazing sleep. For all of us without AC, it's an investment that I have refused to make since I started this journey of living solo in non-air conditioned homes. And it's always a struggle. And I forget that it's once August hits that the sleep just disappears. So maybe next year, who knows? Because right now, I honestly don't even know where life is taking me. Apart from that, it's taking me to Thailand, but everything else, I don't know. And that's kind of the conversation I'm going to have today, because the story that is BNL and the story that is my life, I have learned is interesting, unique, and not ordinary in any way. And it brings me a lot of joy, even though many times it can bring me a lot of anxiety because it doesn't feel like it's on track, but it is on track. It's on my track. And so today's title of of this episode, I don't know why that took so long for the word to come out, is New Journal, New Chapter. And I have this thing that I do and that I've done since I went to Thailand when I was 25 is 24. Oh gosh, it's been so long. Is I purchase a journal like every couple months. Every time I finish a journal, I buy a new one. Let's just put it that way. And I started journaling in Thailand. My mom gave me a journal and she was like, "You're going to want to journal about your adventure. So take this and write about everything." And so I did, and it became a habit because I was there for 6 weeks and I journaled every single day, and it became something that I had to do before I went to sleep. Otherwise, I couldn't sleep. And it's been 7 years now, and I probably have 15 journals under my belt. And every single time I get a journal now, I always go to Chapters. I am not sponsored by Chapters in any way, but highly recommend these journals. I go to Chapters, I go to their journal section, and I purchase these. What's the brand? Nota is the brand, and I think they've rebranded since I first started, but it's Nota. They're usually around $25 unless they're on sale, which often they are, and they always have really cool quotes on the front. And me being someone that loves a good story and a good theme is I always use my intuition to navigate towards a quote that feels aligned with how my next chapter is going to be. Because every time I write in a journal, it feels like a new chapter is starting with a new theme. And the way that it lines up is just mind-boggling to me because it really does turn into that theme. Power of manifestation. I love it. And so I just finished a journal, and it was yellow, and all it said on the cover was choose kindness. And it was super simple, and it felt really loving. And that really was the journey for me that I just made it through. And it wasn't what I expected. And it didn't have the outcome at the end that I thought it would, but it really did land. So once that was done and I reflected on it, a few days before it was done, actually, I went to Chapters and I went to go get a new one. And there wasn't a ton of selection, which is common nowadays, just in the world that we live in and all of that good stuff. But there was a few, and this one had that I gravitated towards. It's all black, and it has a whole line of things. So I'm going to read it out loud to you so you guys can know. It says, be a boss, laugh, love always, speak up, dream big, make magic, hustle, rise and shine, take risks, stay free, dare to begin, give back, inspire, slay your day. And then, which by the way, slay has come back. I watched some of my Gen Zs use it in just like typical chatting, and I thought it was so funny because it brings me back to being a teenager. And then, so on this black thing on this black journal, make magic, so all of them are black, like there's no make magic is highlighted gold, everything else is black with the journal. And I'll take a picture and we can throw it in the comments. But make magic is highlighted gold, and that's what stood out for me because that's all I could see from afar. All I could see was make magic. And this upcoming chapter, I feel, is going to be very themed around that. And so I'm going to share with you a little bit about how I journal, because a lot of people I talk to, they say they want to journal and they know it's powerful and they know the things, but they don't really know how to get started. And for me, that was a big thing for me. Like I would resist jumping into my journal because I didn't have any structure. And this whole theme of structure within the freedom is something that just continues to land for me over and over again as I continue to grow and do the things and evolve, as one might say, my personal development work and stuff, which is very subtle, but it's extremely important. And I found a rhythm that works for me with a journal that I'd love to share with you. And everyone journals differently, and you can do whatever you want and whatever feels good for you. But I do love this structure so much. So every time I get a journal, first I set the intention of like, okay, what is my journal going to look like? And what is like the theme going to be of the front cover? And if you like words too, go for it. If you like images better, that's fine too. It's all about the vibe. So whatever vibe for you. And then I would commit to that journal brand for life until it gets discontinued, because then you have the same journals that like line up on a bookshelf and they're all the same. And it's just like this nothing changes other than the stories that are being told inside. And the one thing I love most about journaling so frequently is that I can go back now and look at where I was at like August 12th, 2020 or August 12th, 2018. Like I love being able to go back and look at my structure and like how I did things and what I was thinking at that time and being like, holy crap, I have come so far. And so that is the power of journaling from a long standpoint, if we were going to look at it from a longevity standpoint. But in the moment here, if you're just starting a journal for the first time, here's how I would go about it. So 1, choose the journal that aligns with you. What's the brand? Like all that good stuff. Then, of course, if it triggers you to write your name on the front and your phone number, just in case you lose it, which I always hope I never do, but I don't take my journal out very much, so that's okay. But put it there anyway. And then there's always this blank page before a journal officially starts. And for me, not a huge fan of blank pages. I feel like they all need to be used in some way, shape, or form. So I actually, at the beginning of my journal, I write down a letter to myself. And I let the words just free flow and see what comes up. And I always look back to it when I feel in a place of loss, or if I'm confused, or if I'm journaling but I'm not into it, or if like something struggling has happened. I always come back to this one page and this one letter that I wrote to myself at the beginning of this chapter. So I'll read to you what I wrote for this one, for the magic, and definitely let me know what you think in the comments. And it's one page. It's like literally one page, probably like maybe 10 sentences. I'm a long sentence person, but it's not a lot, but it's free flow. So I wrote this without thinking. That's the key. You have to release your mind and allow your intuition to write. All right, here we go. The time has come to rest and receive. You have worked so hard, taken so many risks, supported so many people, and now it is your turn. Open your heart, trust your path, and allow all of that abundance in love, money, and experiences flow towards you with ease. Now is the time to take a pregnant pause and bask in all that you have created in this beautiful life. Slow down and take care of your physical and spiritual body. They're really tired. You're going to take one day at a time and release the protection you have created around yourself in order to protect your dream. You are safe now. BNL is supported now. You can take steps away and move yourself even closer to the center and finally be able to stay there. I am excited for you. Big moments are coming your way, and all the beautiful foundation you have laid down is going to hold everything up so magnificently. Keep your soul in the room and remember to stay open and share your story. People's lives are impacted when they meet you. Shine bright and allow your magic to be seen by all. Watch how the magic will come right back to you. And that's what I wrote. And it just came to me. It just flowed. The grammar probably isn't the greatest, but it works. And I read that now and it already fills me up and reminds me why I'm going to keep going. And then I just start writing. So my structure on the day-to-day is I like to journal at night. I like to reflect on my day. I like to really get clear on like what happened and document a few things because there's always fun things that you really want to remember. And then, and just allow it to be 2 pages. I don't usually go longer than 2 pages. The first one and the second one, usually on the same, like when you open a book, you've got them both like looking at you. And the way that I do it is I have one side is my 5 lists of gratitude, which I learned from the magic. And so my 5 lists of gratitude, I have today I am grateful for, insert whatever you're grateful for, and then write because. So today I'm grateful for blank because blank. Always have the because you need to know why you're grateful for it. Otherwise it doesn't sink in. And that's something that I learned with like the book, The Magic, which is written by the same people that did The Secret. That because section is really important when you're writing this. So today I'm grateful for blank because blank. With all my heart, I am grateful for blank because blank. I am so happy and grateful for blank because blank. I am truly blessed and grateful for, insert what you're grateful for, and then write because, write your why, and then every day I am grateful for, and then insert what it is that you're grateful for every day, and then the why. And that's what I do every day. And I have that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I insert that in. I had to, like, if you don't remember them right away, that makes sense. You won't. I always had to look back and refer for a long time. Now I just know it. And then the next page is just a diary entry, and it's a free flow. Allows me to get clear on and release whatever like I need to get out of my body in order to fall asleep. And then I'm done. And it takes like 5 minutes, maybe 10. And now I have a story that I can come back to, like, July 29th, 2024. I can go back to July 29th, 2022 and see what's going on for me. And so that is what I do. And then at the end, when I get to the very end of the book, I'll usually write a summary of like what I'm feeling or what's going on. Sometimes there was one time I had a journal and I used to write in the back of it every new person that I met. And that's something that I'm going to bring back when I go traveling in Thailand again, because I never want to forget the names of the people that come into my life and teach me a lesson. And usually what I did in Thailand was I'd write their name and then I'd write what I learned from them. And so that is something that I want to bring back one day. And I will, like I said, I'll bring it back for Thailand, which for those that I don't know if I've talked about it on the podcast, but I'm going back to Thailand. For those who've been following the podcast, you know how important and significant that is. I'm going back in November, and I didn't think the yoga retreat was going to be open. And then I talked to the owner, and they decided last minute that they're actually going to go and open it up this year. So it will be open between December 1st and onwards. So I'll be there for 2 weeks while it's open. And I'm just so excited to go back to where this journey all started for me. I came back, I went to Thailand and realized I want to live a life where I can do this again. And the first time I went to Thailand, I had to quit all my jobs. I had to stop everything. It was a very inconvenient piece, and I caused a lot of inconvenience for a lot of people and for myself as well, and a very disruption in my life. And I just didn't want to not be able to do that again. I wanted to be able to do it without disrupting things. And I finally have gotten to a point where that is completely possible because of the amazing team that you see on BNL Social. I honestly, there are, every time I write a gratitude list and at nighttime, usually the BNL team gets on there somehow. And I just have so much gratitude towards them so that I can be able to go do this. And of course, you will see the adventures on social. My personal account is private right now, but I might open it up. We'll see. But journaling is powerful. It reminds you that you have a unique story and that your world is so unique to you. And all of the little moments and memories are so important to remember because those are what make up our daily life and what define us. It's not the big things, it's the small things. And taking the moments and taking the time to recognize that is just so unbelievably powerful and also healing when it needs to be. So I hope that you find a journal brand that aligns with you, that you can continue to use over and over and over again, and have, when you get to the age of 50, have a million books that your kids, if you let them, can start to look into and read and see where you were at when you were young. Inspired by Grey's Anatomy, I think that's definitely where I got the idea of having all of the same books and having the same brand, but it keeps things consistent. And now I have a library for my life, and I get to reference and go back to remind myself of so many things, of so many memories, of so many feelings, of so many emotions, of so many struggles, and also so many wins that have allowed me to get to this place to be able to talk to you today and share this all with you so that you can start your own journey as well. So with that, I shall leave you. If you ever have any questions or you want to connect, you know where to find me. Me and our team are over at BNL Social on Instagram. We are also on TikTok. We haven't done an official announcement, but head on over there and see our first video that went viral. Anything over 10,000 means viral in my world. And give us a follow. We'd love to stay connected. And if you need a journal recommendation, just shoot me a message and I will most definitely send you a few photos of what they look like. All right, I shall leave you. I hope you, wherever you are, whatever time it is, I hope you have an amazing day, and I cannot wait to chat with you again. See you soon. Thank you so much for joining us on another episode of Fly Flamingo Fly with BNL. We are so grateful you stopped by, and we hope that something from today's conversation ignited the inspiration you were looking for so that you can keep moving forward towards the life of your dreams. This podcast was produced by BNL Media Consulting with the amazing help of Podigy Podcasts. We'd love to hear your takeaways from this episode, so be sure to leave us a review, as well as give us a follow on Instagram at BNL Social. If you need any help with your social media marketing, feel free to visit our website at www.bnlmediaconsulting.com, and we would be more than happy to support you. We hope you have an amazing day, and we cannot wait to connect with you again next time. Have a good one, everyone.